What's up, Jericho? What are you doing? Are those drive shafts?
Yep.
Are we taking them to the drive shaft place?
Keep going.
Are we gonna make two become one?
Two become one.
All right, cool. It's about time, right?
It's that time.
Let's go. What is up, guys? We are on our way to Inland Empire Driveline to have our Starion, Honda, Toyota drive shaft made.
All the above.
All the above. With our two pieces. They sounded really cool on the phone. We gave them a call, told them what we had, told them the measurements. Did you give them the measurements, right? Cool. So, and they said, yeah, we can do it. We can do whatever you like. They do it all, they said. So, we're on our way. We're about 10-12 minutes away from the shop right now. So, we'll be right back when we get there. Guys, we are back. It has been a week later since we dropped off our drive shaft pieces to have Inland Empire Driveline make our drive shaft. So what do we have now, Jericho? Ooh, look at that. Okay, so this is what happened. It turns out they didn't need any of our parts whatsoever because they suggested if we wanted something that can withstand a decent amount of horsepower is if we actually went with an Toyota R154 slip yoke, so that way they can use just like a GM half-ton U-joint. And then the other problem that we were having is the other side. Now this is obviously not to a Starion, it's a lot bigger. See, this is actually for Suzuki Samurai, so trip out on that. But what they told us to do was, instead of using the weak Starion flange, or whatever you want to call that part, they suggested we remove the flange off the torque tube so they can actually re-drill it, which is here, and here. That way we can use the Suzuki Samurai flange right there. So, and it looks awesome. Amazing. Awesome. It's a little bit beefier than the Starion and a lot beefier than the Toyota truck. So it's about relax.
Oh, wait.
There you go. So it's about maybe like about 3.25 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. So what we're gonna try to do is hopefully our drive shaft measuring skills pay off. So we're gonna go ahead and reinstall the flange onto the torque tube, and then hopefully our drive shaft slips on in, no issues. Let's find out. All right, guys, here we go. Slipping the yoke in. Okay. Is it in, Jericho?
It's in.
Oh, I've seen it going up. Did it flange in?
Flanged in.
Oh, it worked. You know, but what? No buts.
I don't know how.
You need to spin it, right? There you go, just spin it. It should be. What happened?
We're a little short.
Huh?
We're a little short.
What do you mean? When you insert it all the way, it should have a little bit of gap for it to come back.
Okay.
So watch, push it all the way in.
Yeah.
It's all the way into the transmission.
Mm-hmm.
And how much gap do you have in between the flange and that?
A finger.
That's fine.
Okay. Alright.
So therefore, it works.
It's in.
It's in. It's clearing the like the little sidewalls in the tunnel and everything.
Oh yeah. Everywhere.
That's sick.
Get a bolt.
Cool. Let me get you the bolts. All right, guys. There we are. There we have it. We got the drive shaft in. See, it's all bolted on right there. It went in nicely. Very, very cool. And okay, so this was the final piece of the puzzle to actually make the car move under its own power. So what we are going to move on now is to complete this guy. And just finish up some of the wiring and start moving on to the inside so we could fire up again and shoot, get on the road. Go try it out. So, alright, let's move on to the next thing, Jericho. Alright guys, we're just about to wrap it up for tonight. Let me recap everything we've done to it today. Obviously we put in that awesome drive shaft. There it is again. Awesome. This right here is actually the reverse lights. We found the original reverse light wire for the Starion, and we pretty much wired it in using our favorite connector into the Toyota transmission. We did test the wires and this was correct, so what we're about to do now is turn the key and put the shifter in and put it in reverse to make sure they do work. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright, well, Jericho's installing the shifter right now. Let me show you what we did under the hood today. Okay, we did finally make a bracket for our throttle cable. So that came out really nice. It almost looks invisible, especially at this angle. It looks like it's floating there. Very nice. It does go, we did test it, it does go 100% throttle. We did get a newer throttle positioning sensor, and then I think I figured out how to calibrate it with K-Pro. So we're gonna be trying that. We tapped and threaded our turbo housing for our vacuum nipple there, which is cool. How's that feeling? Pretty good? Okay, that's reverse. Okay, let's go see if our lights came on. Got no reverse lights. Huh. Move it around. No, nothing. There it is, right there. Oh, step on the brake. Okay, brake lights work. There's reverse is like flashing off and on.
Because I'm moving it slowly.
Let me see. Do it again.
So that's all the way in.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, that's reverse lights on. Huh. So, another issue, huh? Another damn issue.
Could be that the shifter bushing is worn out.
That's possible. How far do you have to pull it down more, or you have to go like you're gonna put it in neutral?
Almost. Like
Huh.
that. Okay, so it's all the way in.
Like all the way down, like pulling down in reverse?
Putting it down. I'm moving it up a little bit.
Okay, it's on.
There. And then if I push it anymore, it pops to neutral.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that little Teflon bushing's worn out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is used, so it's on right now.
It's on now?
Yeah, okay, it went off. Okay, well, hey, at least we know it works when we have it wired up properly. Yeah, look, it's saying, yeah, on, off, on, off.
Okay. Yeah, it's the shifter bushing.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll get a new one of them.
Drift
For
motion.
Drift motion, here we come. All right, cool. And once again, my garage looks like a bomb hit it. So, what else did we get done? Well, we started to, we did mostly, that's right, we did a little bit more wiring. I think for the most part, all the under the hood wiring is completed now. We did finally run our fuel pump main power supply, or fuel pump relay power supply. So that's plugged in. That's going to our main hub right here.
Every time you turn the ignition, fuel pump turns on and off.
That's right, without us having to jump anything. We ran our power wire from the alternator back to our hub right here as well. So once we do finally get the right size belt, we tried another belt and it was too short. So we got to go like a size up or size and a half more, or maybe that 3/4 inch shorter one, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay. To do that, and then we should be able to actually generate power back to our battery after that. And then, yeah, I didn't feel like actually welding today. Just really hot today. Really hot today. So cool. That's where we're at right there. Our radiator hoses are complete. Everything else here is complete. Cool.
Next I'll do this.
Yeah, Jericho Star. We have the. Is that from Grim Starion?
No. From Mikey.
Mikey. Oh.
Sorrel.
Mike Sorrell. Oh, Mike Sorrell.
So we get that put on.
To make it a lot cleaner. Puts the reservoirs directly on top of the master cylinder instead of having that remote ugliness right there. So I'm going to say our next episode after this update, we'll go a little bit more into detail after that, because like I said, we waited a little bit over a week actually on the drive shaft. And like I said, because originally all we did was take, just like we showed you in the beginning clips, all we did was take those 2 pieces of drive shaft to them because they told us that's what we were going to need. But when we got there, they said, hey, we got something better.
And we don't need your shit.
And we don't need your junk. And they were having trouble finding something to match onto the Starion's flange. He called us. He said, hey, I'm going to need the flange because I'm going to need to re-drill it to put something a little bit beefier for you. So that way we can just stick with over-the-counter, easy-to-find universal joints and make it a little bit more serviceable if necessary. So cool. Oh, we also got our throttle position sensor. Finally, I think I already said that. Finally mounted. Our idle air control is finally mounted as well. Everything else is plugged in. The only plug we have right here is for the intake air temperature sensor, which is located on our pressure, our pipe or cold pipe over there. But we still need to make that look a little bit more prettier because it came out pretty ugly.
Make it pretty because it's ugly.
Make it pretty because it's ugly, and I might actually have to re-weld it, but it'll be okay. I mean, if anything,
looks nice.
It looks burned.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay, we got to
smells burnt.
Wrinkle coat it. We were starting to wrinkle coat it, but we never hit it with the heat gun. So
there you go.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, this is probably going to be yet another short, quick update video, but we are moving on this as quick as possible. The final piece of the puzzle is installed.
Done.
Done. So we can now just complete the exhaust, which shouldn't be too bad from now on. Clock our compressor housing in the proper direction. Put our intercooler piping back together. Get the belt. Start wiring up the gauges. Get this thing started and get it out of here. Get it out of here in July, just like we said. We said July. We're like midway, a little bit more than midway.
We're not in June. We're not in July.
Yeah, we're not in July yet. So, but yeah, cool. So, but anyway, once again, like, subscribe, leave any comment you have below, or let your hate flow.
Hate on it.
Hate on it all you like. We love it.
Hate it.
We love it. All right, guys, take it easy.